Good morning to this absolutely spectacular 2025 graduation day. And clearly the alignment, the weather understood that it's Mother's Day. Exactly. Good morning. I am Deborah Leibowitz. I am the Provost, Chief Academic Officer of this fantastic institution, and it is my pleasure to declare the 2025 commencement exercises for, you know who, the Schools of Business and the School of Computing and Engineering officially open. If you are able, please stand for the national anthem, which will be performed by Gabriela Michelle Marino, a graduate, a soon-to-be graduate from the School of Business.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. So you can be seated. So I am honored to be here today with you on this occasion to celebrate our amazing graduates. And because we want to honor this day of achievement for each and every one of our graduates, I want to thank each of you in advance for staying with us through the entirety of the ceremony, right to the end for the tassel turn. So thank you in advance. I'd like to take a moment to recognize members of our platform party, which consists of our commencement speaker, whom you will meet in a few moments, university administrators, members of our board of trustees, and the deans of the Schools of Business and Computing and Engineering. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Judy Olian, who has served as the 9th president of Quinnipiac University since 2018. Under her remarkable visionary leadership, Quinnipiac has experienced tremendous growth and innovation and advances in academic excellence. As she steps down at the end of next month, making this her last commencement weekend at Quinnipiac, we extend our heartfelt gratitude and best wishes for her future endeavors. Please join me in welcoming President Olian to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. Okay. I saw some students out there that were still in the process of waking up. Happy Mother's Day to all of the moms and aunts and grandmothers here. Let's give a big round of applause. Well, I want to welcome our graduates and families and friends who are joining us for this remarkable milestone in our graduates' lives. Today we are here to celebrate you, our awesome graduates of our School of Business and our School of Computing and Engineering. We celebrate all that you've accomplished, the impact you've had, and the people you've become. I want to first welcome our esteemed guest and speaker who will be introduced in a moment, Richard Benton, Vice President and General Manager of Sikorsky, a Lockheed Martin company located right here in Stratford, Connecticut. Rick, we are honored to have you with us for this occasion, and we look forward to learning about your accomplished background, your life's journey, and your perspective on your life's journey. Now, for a tradition at Quinnipiac, I ask our graduates to stand and turn to face the audience as you recognize your partners, spouses, moms, dads, siblings, grandparents, aunts and uncles, dear friends. They are the loved ones who have been here for you time and again, before every challenge and after every success. So, stand, let's give these amazing people in your lives a heartfelt round of applause. Thank you, everyone out there. And while you're standing, no, stay standing. Let's also give a warm round of applause to our wonderful faculty and staff, led by Dean Holly Rader from the School of Business and Dean Tushkin Kozak from the School of Computing Engineering. Thank you, faculty and staff and deans. You may be seated. Both schools have much to celebrate this year, beginning with the official opening of the new School of Business on the South Quad, which I'm sure you saw as you drove in. The School of Business also enjoyed record attendance at this year's GAME Forum, the Global Asset Management Education Forum in New York, which is the largest student-run financial conference in the world. Thank you, students. And the School of Computing and Engineering saw its computer science undergrad program included in the best computer science programs by US News for the first time. Congratulations to both schools and to their respective deans, faculty, and staff. And now to our graduates. You're here. This is such a special day. You made it. This has been quite a journey for you, one marked by, I said initially a lot, and I'll say a massive, actually, amount of learning. I expect you also managed to squeeze in a bit of fun and memorable moments, maybe a lot of fun. There were also a few added twists and turns that were unexpected along the way. I congratulate you and I thank you for adapting and adjusting with grace and generosity to, yes, that pandemic. You weathered that period with strength, with resilience and kindness. You supported each other and communities around us. You emerged stronger, and here you are, finishing on a high note with a brilliant future ahead. When we look at this class, we see trailblazers of tomorrow who are prepared to embrace a world where change is accelerating constantly, where there are many people who deserve to be lifted despite what life has dealt them. And you'll do more than that. You will lead change as professionals in various fields of business and entrepreneurship, in AI and analytics, in advanced manufacturing, computing and engineering, in the cyber world, and so much more. You'll carry with you the life experiences of the last few years that have shaped you into the person you are today, that have exposed you to different ideas, to different people and cultures. And that person you've become, who appreciates, hears across, and seeks to bridge differences, You are the person the world needs today, more than ever. We say in our mission statement that our aspiration for our graduates is that they leave us as enlightened global citizens equipped for careers of the future. Our fervent hope is that in the last few years, all the people that you interacted with, every teacher, peer, advisor, coach, every professor who helped you discover talents within you that you did not know you had, every QU alumnus, that they all prepared you for your chosen career, for the need to adapt to constant changes professionally and in life, and also for the capacity to be an open, respectful, and curious listener. Curiosity is really a very important quality. Everything we know about you and your development here tells us that this progression in who you are indeed happened while you were here at Quinnipiac. I have to say, I'm with you. This is my last commencement weekend at Quinnipiac. I too am contemplating those same things as I prepare for my own move to the next phase of my career. How to stay abreast of accelerating change, to continue to adapt, to lift others, to have positive impact. And I promise myself and everyone to keep learning for the rest of my life as a lifelong learner. While here at Quinnipiac, you've made friends that'll be your posse for the rest of your life. Plus, you have 70,000 alumni who are your fellows, who can help you along your journey. Know that everyone in the Bobcat family is here for you. We are your home away from home. Visit us often and stay connected to the close friends you've made, to your teammates, to faculty and staff who've been your advisors and mentors to you on this journey of growth over the last few years. All of us at Quinnipiac look forward to following your adventure, to riding your coattails of success, to bragging about you whenever you succeed, to beaming with pride as we cheer you along the way. It has been a joy for all of us to watch your class grow and shine. As you begin this next chapter, remember, you have the resilience to turn adversity into advantage. You have the leadership capacity to blaze new trails and bring others along. And you have a Bobcat network on campus across the country and around the world to draw upon for your assistance and to give back to in return. We know you are career ready, life ready, and future ready. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
So now you have the opportunity to hear from two students who will each represent one, the graduate students who are graduating here today, and another who will represent the senior class graduating here today. And so first, I call forward Anton Petrenko. He is from Simsbury, Connecticut, and will be receiving a master's in science, in computer science, this morning. Anton.
Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to every mom here. Happy Mother's Day. And I want to say thank you to Provost Leibowitz and members of the Platform Party. And of course, the graduates. Congratulations, everybody. So, as I look back on the path which brought me here, my earliest memories actually took place in an ice skating rink, learning to figure skate. I truly don't remember if I learned to walk or to ice skate first. There are videos of me learning to ice skate before I can even remember. I was born into a family of Olympic and world-class figure skating, so of course, I was destined to be on the ice the moment I could walk. I would spend my elementary school recesses at the skating rink, where my mom and dad would coach me and my older brother. In a way, the rink became my second home. I made lifelong relationships with so many people from spending every single day there. My summers would actually just be 6-hour days at the rink, where me, my brother, and the other kids would play football and soccer, or see the reaction of the rink staff if we threw a tennis ball over the glass and onto the ice. Of course, we were also skating, 2 lessons a day. Yet as I entered middle and high school, I started looking for ways out. I would stop warming up for my upcoming lessons, electing to drink hot chocolate from the rink cafeteria instead. I also came up with excuses for why I couldn't go on the ice. One time, I told my dad it was because my jacket didn't zip up. So I'm sorry, Dad. There came a point where I was on my own path. My entire family revolved around figure skating, and I started playing hockey instead. I grew a passion for computers at a young age, and I played instruments and even picked up music production in my free time. When I was at the rink, I would make YouTube videos with my brother and my best friends. It seemed like I would do literally anything except skate. I found myself dissatisfied with my college studies after graduating in 2019. In a swift decision, I decided to apply for a master's program in computer science, a field I thought was too late to get into for me. I never saw myself getting a master's. It was never my plan. And perhaps there are also some of you who did not expect to graduate with the degree you are receiving today. Maybe it was not in your plan either. I know for sure it was not my expectation a few years ago. In fact, I made the decision to apply for my master's just 2 months before the program started. And I most definitely was not expecting to be up here speaking to all of you and your families. And here we are, all of us. To your left and to your right are people who have different goals, different skills, different viewpoints, and different challenges that they overcome. Yet we have all had to juggle the same responsibilities between classes, work, family, and friends. We have all shared the plan of graduating, but none of us expected it to look exactly the way it did in the time we have been here. The friends we have made, the fun we've had, the studying all-nighters that we can't admit we pulled, these were not all in our plans. We are not here because we planned. We are here because we did. We did everything to deserve the seats we occupy and the degrees we will graduate with today. We did the work and put in the time. You did. And you should be proud of yourself. Our success comes because we are climbing ladders by those built around us. For me, that ladder was built by my family for supporting me, my professors for believing in me, and even those who I may never know, like the staff at the dining hall for making lunch for me between classes. The achievement we are all celebrating comes from us and those people who built the ladder we reached the top of today. I want to formally thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousin, my uncle, my grandparents. Some of you are here today. Thank you. I would also like to thank those from my Simsbury community who I grew up with and also consider my family. You know who you are. However, for us all, there are people who are not here today, who we wish could be here and will live on in memory. My grandmother, Tamara, raised me and made me into the person I am today. And Vadim and Zhenya, who I wish could see this moment. I carry them with me today, in memory, in gratitude, and in every step I take forward. Today, we reached a milestone in climbing our ladders. I know for each one of us, there will be new ladders, even ones you won't plan to see. My parting message to you all is to do, to start the business, Cook the recipe, work towards the fitness goal, learn the skill, pick up the new hobby. Don't fall into the trap of planning on doing something. I've been lucky enough to try many things: music production, coding, hockey, figure skating, playing instruments. They've all brought me opportunities in ways I never expected when I started. I've formed friendships, gained new connections, and had incredible experiences because I gave it a shot. So whatever your next move is, make sure it's bold, intentional, and doesn't involve skipping out because your jacket won't zip. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Anton. All right, so on behalf of the graduating senior class, I would like to invite forward and introduce to you Moinuddin Kathawala, better known to you as Mo, is a graduate or soon-to-be graduate from Stamford, Connecticut, and is graduating from the School of Business with a degree in computer information systems. Mo.
First off, I'd like to thank the distinguished platform behind me. Good morning, my fellow graduates of the class of 2025, President Olian, faculty, staff, family, and friends. If someone had asked us 4 years ago where we would be today, many of us might have given a confident answer. Some of us had a clear vision of our future careers. Others were still figuring it out, and for many, the path took unexpected turns. But if there's one thing we've learned at Quinnipiac, it's that life isn't just about where you see yourself going, it's about where you end up and what you do with it. Throughout our time here, we have all faced moments of uncertainty. Maybe it was changing majors, struggling through a tough class, or questioning if we were on the right path to begin with. But everything happens for a reason. Each challenge, each setback, and each moment of doubt has played a role in shaping who we are today. And as we leave here, we take with us not just degrees, but resilience, adaptability, and determination that will carry us forward. In the School of Business, we have been trained to analyze, strategize, and innovate. We've worked through complex case studies, navigated real-world internships, and collaborated on projects that even pushed our limits. But beyond the technical skills, we've learned something even more valuable: the ability to embrace the unknown. The business world, like life, is unpredictable. Market change, industries evolve, and sometimes the job you thought you wanted leads you somewhere completely different. But the beauty of this journey is that every step, whether planned or unexpected, has a purpose. For me, my program has been a fast-paced, transformative experience, preparing me for a future I once only imagined. Like many of you, I came here with a vision, and while that vision has evolved, the drive to make an impact remains the same. My goal is to work as a data analyst for the FBI or CIA, gaining experience in analytics before transitioning into the field department to work on profiling in cases. I know that the road ahead won't be linear, but that's the point. It's about taking each opportunity and making the most of it. This is my dream job, and I'll never know what's possible unless I take that first step. The hard work you have put in does not go unnoticed. Each of us has faced unique challenges and triumphs, and it is through these experiences that we have grown and prepared ourselves for the future. So as we walk across the stage today, let us not be afraid of where life takes us. Let us embrace the detours, roadblocks, unexpected opportunities, and moments that even test us. Because in the end, it's not just about the destination, it's about how we grow, adapt, and make an impact along the way. Each experience, whether good or bad, shapes us into the individuals we are meant to become. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Whatever path you take from here, let's make it count. Thank you.
Thank you, Mo. All right, so I will now call forward Dr. Kiku Jones, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Richard Benton
is the Vice President and General Manager for Stratford, Connecticut-based Sikorsky, a Lockheed Martin company within the Rotary and Mission Systems business area. Richard leads 10,000 employees in the strategic growth and program execution of Sikorsky's government and commercial rotorcraft, including the Black Hawk and Seahawk, the CH-53K, heavy lift aircraft for modern battlefields, the S-92 helicopter for search and rescue, head of state transport, and other key missions. And Sikorsky Innovations, a prototyping group that develops future vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. One of the projects Sikorsky Innovations is currently working on is the rotor-blown wing, a hybrid aircraft that's poised to revolutionize search and rescue, surveillance, and more with its autonomous operation features and advanced sensors. With more than 25 years of industry experience, Richard has held key leadership roles in program management, global supply chain, international capture, and mergers and acquisitions in the aerospace and defense industries. Richard holds a Bachelor of Business Administration and a Master's of Business Administration, both from the University of Florida. It is my privilege and honor to welcome our commencement speaker, Richard Benton.
I'm not going to say good morning because we got that through a few times already, but thank you for the kind introduction. President Olean, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, parents and friends, and graduates. I appreciate your warm welcome, and I'm honored to share this memorable day with you. I received my business degree from the University of Florida 30 years ago, and I already had a job lined up with Lockheed Martin, so I decided to forego my graduation ceremony. Looking at all the smiles out there today makes me wish I had chosen differently, if only to see how proud my parents were. This is certainly a day to celebrate. Today marks the culmination of a challenging journey and the start of another one, down the long and winding road that is your future. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And in those dreams lies uncertainty, an uncertainty that should not be feared, but one that should be embraced for its possibilities." As Provost Leibowitz mentioned in her introduction, I work at Sikorsky Aircraft about 16 miles down Route 15. The story of Sikorsky Aircraft is one of an amazing man who believed in the beauty of his dreams. Born in Russia in 1889, Igor Sikorsky grew up fascinated by Leonardo da Vinci and Jules Verne. As a teenager, he learned of the Wright brothers' first flight in 1903 and decided his future rested in the fledgling field of aviation. He also had another dream. Da Vinci drew the earliest image of what would become the helicopter. Igor wanted to turn Da Vinci's vision into reality. In 1909, his first helicopter design wouldn't fly. Neither did his second a year later. Technology hadn't evolved to where it would actually be possible. Igor turned his focus to more conventional biplanes, designing several innovation aircraft before the Russian Revolution forced him to integrate into the US in 1919. 4 years later, he founded the Sikorsky Aero Engineering Corporation. While his company grew, Igor's helicopter dream hovered in the back of his mind, waiting for technology to evolve. Finally, in 1939, after the decline of the flying boat market, he was given $25,000 to design and fly the first practical helicopter. And on a 10-second flight that year, he transformed the company into what it is today. Today, Sikorsky has more than 200 customers in over 40 countries. For more than 100 years, our aircraft have been used for military, search and rescue, medevac, firefighting, disaster relief, and other missions. Igor turned his dream into reality, a reality that forever changed the world of aviation. I tell Igor's story as a jumping off point for 3 lessons I've learned over the years that I'd like to share with you. Hopefully in some small way, they will help you navigate the journey you're about to begin. Igor had his dream of vertical flight and the life-saving missions only a helicopter could provide. I have my why. Many companies use why or vision statements to emphasize to their shareholders, customers, and employees the primary reason they are in business. Apple's why is, we aim to challenge the status quo. We aim to think differently. At Lockheed Martin, it's be the global leader in supporting our customers, missions, strengthening security, and advancing scientific discovery. It's just as important for individuals to find their why. Your why guides you through life. It's what truly motivates you to live the life you want. Your why, it's what's most important to you. When I graduated from Florida, my why was to get a job and to provide for myself and my family. That's what mattered most to me then. Over the course of my career, my why has changed to be more than just a job, but a career focused on deterring aggression, preserving peace, and like Igor, saving lives. Last year, Sikorsky Aircraft, along with the brave men and women that fly and maintain the aircraft, saved 6,200 lives. But what's important to me may not be what's important to you. We're all different, and what drives us isn't the same. Some of you may want to solve hard technical problems at a company like Lockheed Martin. Others may want to leave a lasting footprint by becoming an entrepreneur. Your best friend may join the Coast Guard to save lives or become a teacher to make a difference in the world. Your why also helps define your work-life balance or your community. Just like deciding on a career, everyone's balance is different. Over time, you'll find that your work-life balance ebbs and flows. Early in your career, when you may not have as many personal responsibilities, work may be your main focus. If you start a family, you will likely want to spend more time with them. As you grow older and life's demands change, your work-life balance will too. Think strategically about the balance you need at any given point in your life. To find your personal why, ask yourself as many questions as possible to discover what motivates you. Questions like, what's the one thing you stand for no matter what? What do you want your brand to be? What qualities do you admire in yourself? Answering these and similar questions provides you insights in what matters to you. It's your why, providing for your family like it was for me? Is it success and leaving a lasting legacy like Igor? Positively impacting the lives of others, innovating something new to change the future, or just saving lives? Whatever it is, discovering your true why will guide you in your life's journey. It will help you find an engaging career that is so inspiring and enjoyable that it won't even feel like work. The second point I'd like to share occurred early in my Lockheed career. During college, I worked at Publix, a large supermarket in the South. After graduating, I was so excited. I was a professional. No more stocking shelves with jars of peanut butter, boxes of cereal, and bottles of water. When I walked into Lockheed Martin Orlando facility that first day, I was ready to take on the world, tackle the hardest challenges, and make a difference. After several weeks, my manager asked me to help out on the production line in Troy, Alabama. Well, I didn't know what to think. I wasn't sure where Troy was or what I would do on a manufacturing line. And I certainly had no idea how to build the product. This certainly wasn't what I expected. Yet there I was, driving across the Florida Panhandle on my way to Troy. I figured Lockheed was paying me to do a job, and if that's what they needed me to do, I would do it. So I decided to go to Troy and do the absolute best I could to help to deliver the product to the U.S. Army. During the day, I worked on the production line, working side by side with the hourly workers who were making what I had made at Publix. At night, I would status the production flow, input into a spreadsheet, and send it back to Orlando so we could forecast when we would be back on schedule. While I was there, a lot of people from Orlando came and went. They thought the work was beneath them, but I viewed it as an opportunity to learn and deliver value, even if it wasn't the value I thought I was hired for. After 6 months, we got back on schedule, and I was able to return to the job I was hired for. and the operations manager even offered me a job to stay and run the production line. Little did I know then, in the first 6 months of my career, how impactful that would be to have the opportunity to lead the Sikorsky Aircraft Company today, which is 2.2 million square feet of manufacturing space. That experience taught me to take the most challenging task, do them better than people expect, and learn from them. People will notice. That philosophy became one of my core principles and has guided my career. I've never really had to look for the next opportunity. The opportunities came looking for me. When leaders see you willing to accept a challenge, consistently get after it, and achieve results, you end up with some challenging and exciting assignments. Finally, I'd like to leave you with the third point that's related to my first two. Chances are your life's journey will be filled with twists and turns. Be ready to roll with them and remember your why. I'm here today not because of the opportunities I took, but also the ones I turned down. Deciding your life's work in your late teens or early 20s is a pretty daunting task. I know firsthand how difficult that can be. My daughter just finished her sophomore year at the University of Florida, and she's already changed her major 3 times. Even after you graduate, there's no guarantee your degree will lead to your dream career. I never imagined I would get to run a company like Sikorsky. It's important to realize early that your journey will veer in different directions. As you get older, life happens, forcing you to adjust to the unexpected, change your plans, and reorder your priorities. As author and disability rights advocate Helen Keller said, "A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn." The ability to adapt has enabled humans to survive the many turns our world has taken throughout history. Being flexible, agile, and open to change will enable you to move forward to a better tomorrow. And while you look at the future, leverage the foundational elements that you got here today. Your experiences, how you've solved problems. Your community, those you've supported and who have supported you. And collaboration. Utilize the experience and perspective of others to solve complex problems. These foundational elements provide you the confidence and the fuel you'll need to make your dreams a reality. Before wrapping up, I want to congratulate the proud parents, spouses, and family members. This is your accomplishment too. Your sacrifices and support over the years, from preschool to today, help these graduates achieve this major milestone. I also want to wish Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the audience today, and to today's graduates. As you embark on the next leg of your journey, please remember the support system you have in your parents, families, and friends. They were there for you in the past, and they will be there going forward to help you through the tough times and celebrate with you during the good ones. Finally, whether or not you find any value in the lessons I've shared today, discovering your why, excelling at the challenging task you willingly accept, and adapting to the changes you encounter on your long and winding road, I hope you build the life you want, and it's filled with love, happiness, and success. It was truly an honor speaking with you this morning. Thank you and congratulations again. I wish you nothing but the best for the future.
Thank you very much, Rich. All right, you know what time it is now? No, that's way too quiet. What time is it now? Okay, all right. You ready for the main event? All right, so to begin, I ask the Dean of the School of Computing and Engineering, Tashkin Kochek, to come forward to introduce the candidates from the school.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the School of Computing and Engineering please approach the stage? Cameron M. Anthony, Julia Bach, Julia Bach is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science. Henry Court. Riley M. Damasco. Cole Alexander Davignon. Sean Odere Emede. Marcus A. Ferreira. Shannon Elise Gill. Gregory Jean Baptiste. Aryan Kapoor. Juliet Isabella Lombardi. Caleb Addison Mariyuthi. Philip Andrew Nora. Aaron Toomer.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Computing and Engineering candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Thank you, Dean Kozak. It is my privilege to grant you the degree of Bachelor of Arts by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, everybody. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Computing and Engineering please approach the stage? Valentine Ita Tancho. Sarah B. Eller Heiligen. Charlize Aponte. Charlize Aponte is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Software Engineering. Alexander Villar Osflag. Dylan Bellinger. William M. Brakeman. Eric M. Carlson. Matthew Thomas Castano. Jenna Nicole Castro. John Sella. Aiden Joseph Saravalo. Ryan Conley. Joseph Decker. Caden Hunter Ifreese. Caden Hunter Ifreese is the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science. Cesare Giuseppe Fiorelli. Harsh Samir Kumar Gandhi. Harsh Samir Kumar Gandhi is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Jonathan Gold. Jonathan Gold is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Mechanical Engineering. Garrett Ethan Goldberg. Stephen Charles Gomes, Jr. Cameron A. Gonzalez. Stephen J. Griffin. Jacqueline Ray Grisdale. Jacqueline Ray Grisdale is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Industrial Engineering and the Health Science Studies Student Achievement Award. Serena Nicole Havanen. Thomas John Hopkins. Evan Jones. Cameron Ann Keller. Christopher E. Kozakowski. Andrew Richard Koloski. Andrew Brian Labby. Fabio Jos Larios. Brian J. Leon. Nicholas Charles Lockwood. Natalie Elizabeth Lyon. Natalie Elizabeth Lyon is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Civil Engineering. Amna Malik. Vanita B. Moran. Lucas John Martino. Timothy James McGinley. Daniela Paulina Nam. Abigail Catherine Palmgren. Phoebe Elizabeth Phelan. Gabriella Deborah Pierce. Nicholas John Palenta. Michael Rich. Kevin Rodriguez Garza. Lauren Nicole Rager. Klaus Maximilian Schroeder. Melina Marintinon Silva. Jeremy P. Silver II. Ryan James Slager. Kenneth Jane Sogaitis. Castria Sila. Connor Joseph Talbot. Stephen Michael Tortora Jr. Mia Troiano. John C. Tully. Riva Nessia Loris Vandervalk. Ian Patrick Van Riper. Jason Evan Vasilakis. Andrew Stephan Villa. Brian Charles Wanamaker. Kyle Christopher Yusi. Peter Zagaric. Peter Zagaric is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Derek Aguilar Zavola.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Computing and Engineering candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Kozak. It's my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to everyone.
We now call forward the candidates for the degree of Master of Science from the School of Computing and Engineering. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Computer Science please approach the stage? Shamel Eliazar Feld. Vikas Chowdhury Chimili. Matthew Christopher Merritt. Michael Patrick Merritt. Beneath Reddy Nara. Anton Petrenko. Joseph Salgado. Harika Sarandas. Harika Sarandas is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Computer Science. Abhignan Reddy Yangangari. Shankar Elure. Next, we have cybersecurity. Louis A. Boateng. Elizabeth Penny Dalia. Alexander Paul Goriap. Kinshu Gupta. Jacob Hogrief. Benito Alex Quadid. Ryan Mark McLaren. Joseph McNellis. Samantha McKalick. Haig Misrobian. Patel. Marcus Ruben Pierre. Nicole Isabel Rodriguez. Michael Anthony Rucco. Christopher Roy Scamro. Akhil Hussein Sheikh. Lauren Murnam Sloan. Ruben Dario Sosa. Youssef Usman. Youssef Usman is the recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Cybersecurity.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Computing and Engineering candidates for the degree Master of Science.
Thank you, Dean Kozak. It is my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Great job.
All right, do we have a final round of applause for all the graduates from the School of Computing and Engineering? So is the School of Business in the house? All right. So I ask Dean Holly Rader and President Olean to please come forward for the awarding of the degrees in the School of Business.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration from the School of Business please approach this stage? Jody Ann Jamina Kelly Asheofe. Brennan J. Colhane. Stephanie Damaris. Lindsay S. Duretchen. Matthew Doucette. Kathy Stevens.
I ask the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor's Administration to please stand. They may still be on their way back. Okay.
They're going the long way.
I ask the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor's of Business Administration to please stand. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree of Bachelor's of Business Administration.
Thank you, Dean Rader. It is my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor's of Business Administration with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, everyone.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Business please approach this stage? John Luca Joseph Albert. Jack M. Allen. Kevin Bradford Alston. Anthony J. Amato. Chad T. Anderson. Molly Jocelyn Andrews. Jonathan Antoine. Alexis Rose Antonellis. Anya Armstrong. Enes Arslan. Aiden Obi. Brendan Biamonte. Jonathan B. Baldwin. Vincent A. Barone Jr. Vincent A. Barone Jr. is a recipient of the Bruce Saulnier Computer Information Systems Outstanding Senior Award. William James Barr. Jacob Anthony Barrera. Nolan James Berry. Andrew James Benedetto. Otis Todd Bivens. Otis Todd Bivens Jr. is a recipient of the Belize Macmillan Leadership Award. Jason Teodora Bivona. Alan Rose Bolenbear. Ethan G. Boyd. Jake P. Braglia. Bailey Marie Brashear. Irely B. Bucci. Alexander Robert Bonabane. Kyle B. Burns. Anthony T. Butler. Cameron A. Butler. Michael Alexander Caggiano. Michael Alexander Caggiano is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Alyssa Kai Adornetto. Zoe Elizabeth Camarada. Maria Cantos. Dominic Carfora. Mike Alexander Carpio. Nicholas S. Butler. Mark Owen Carthy. Luke James Cashin. Spencer James Karras. Damon Lewis Casucci. Peter Sestaro. Bailey M. Chan. Sarah Noel Cheslock. Kaylee Marie Chmielewski. John Joseph Chikowski. Anthony Marcus Cipollone. Ethan Lane Clark. Oliver L. Cochran. Colin Joseph Coelho. Jeremiah A. Colbert. Caden Yachin Collins. after losing his cap, Christopher Stephen Collins. Thomas F. Kamau. Trevor J. Conley. Thomas Constantoris. Caitlin Georgiana Copelas. Aiden Thomas Capel. Francesco B. Capola. Joshua Adam Corbett. Devin Madison Cotton. Evan James Cohen. Ty H. Coxon. Ethan Michael Cremise. Evan Chen Croteau. Thomas John Crow. Emma Ann Curley. Abigail Rachel Cutler. Joseph Nicholas Catolo. Victor Henry Korenetskiner. Ibrahima Dabo. Sam H. D'Alessandro. Patricia Danganin. Joshua Matthew Daniels. Joshua Matthew Daniels is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Christina Marie Darkea. Anish D. Date. Lillian Grace David. Lillian Grace David is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Michael D. Chara. Kevin Joseph DeSico. Kevin Joseph DeSico is a recipient of the Marketing Department Student Achievement Award. Robert Joseph Deegan. Joseph L. Deco. Luke Joseph Della Petra. Ramesh Del Sus. Russell C. DeMarco. Luke J. Diaz. Frank Dibb. Joseph Paul DiDonato. Michael Carl Dielli. Francesca Marie DiFastano. Matthew W. DiTullio. Philip Dobrola Kangaman. Andrew Jacob Dobrin. Jake Donahue. Dylan J. Donaldson. Tyler Daniel Dwardy. Kira Shima Durham. Dante Albert Duto. Joshua E. Duvall. Katarina Eaton. Jason Landon Einhorn. Mave Elopre. Emily Juliette Eckerson. Kayla Reese Ero. James P. Fanshaw. Gianna Nancy Faria. Giuliano Marcelo Fazio. Noah R. Feldman. Carolyn Marie Ferguson. Taylor Grace Ferguson. Giancarlo Genrosa Ferrara. Anna Teresa Ferrelli. Campbell Rose Field. Joseph Charles Filardi. Connor J. Fishmine. Vincent James Fitzpatrick. Cody Jin Yi Fong. David Michael Ford. Joseph Patrick Foster. Hallinan Fowler. Kristen Mary Frangol. Damla Gunesh. Matthew R. Galligan. Will Salter Gambradella. Jack M. Gannon. Ryan Joseph Garceau. Matthew Richard Gasparello. Larry L. Watkins. William David Germani. Derek John Dennis. Alessia Giassi. Dominic Vito Giuliano. Zachary Michael Glass. Zachary Noah Raposa. Timothy Flynn Glover. Patrick Charles Gogolin. Nicole Renee Gomez. Nicole Renee Gomez is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Finance Department Outstanding Senior Award. Nicole Marie Gonzalez Figueroa. Connor S. Gorman. Mitchell H. Gorski. Nicholas R. Gosselin. Noah Gugsa. Jacqueline Elizabeth Goulet. Bridget Donovan Grant. Hayden Christopher Grant. Anthony F. Greco. Lucas Christopher Gribben. Christina Rose Grillo. Gregory P. Grimaldi. Alex Kenneth Grubov. Stephen Daniel Grumet. Leanna Luis Garino. Chris Eric Gorera. Michael Raymond Gural. Alyssa Madeline Gutierrez. Alyssa Madeline Gutierrez is the recipient of the Biomedical Marketing Department Student Achievement Award. Scott Ian Gutwetter. Mary Noella Hage. Jana Carter Haggart. Abby Lydia Hamilton. Jalen Harper. Spencer Kennedy Harris. Thomasine Arnetta Harris Fletcher. Brandon T. Hartshorn. Heather E. Hatash. Anthony Thomas Heim. Troy D. Hess Rivers. Tyler V. Hoke. Sydney Madison Horan. Griffin Hunt. Ryan Edward Hutchinson. Nadine El Jazzy. Hamad A. Ishfaq. Mila Adriana Iteri. Gia Francis Iwanik. Anthony C. Jacosi. Joseph Robert Jasek. Zachary Boyd Johnson. Peter Emmanuel Jolly. Milan Marie Jolly. Milan Marie Jolly is a recipient of the International Business Award. John James Jordan. Michael Anthony Justy. Benjamin David Cagno. Trevor James Candle. Avery Brooke Cantor. Haley Renee Carras. Stephen Thomas Keene. Nikki Kalamides. Frank Anthony Keller. Blake Alexander Kelly. Christopher J. Kenny. Noah Kokar. Victoria Sophia Demagalis Leniar. Connor Peter Kirschner. Mason Michael Claren. Tyler Kobus. Maxwell Charles Kosterich. Paul P. Consomanis. Samuel Griffith Cornfield. Moinadin Mo Mohammed Farouk Kathawala. Aiden Patrick Kramer. Brendan Kubik. Gabriel Luke Kakukla. Alexander Richard Kalowski. Jordan Lai. Jordan Lai is a recipient of the Business Analytics Outstanding Senior Award. Eric Daniel Langwagen. Luke Robert Lappy. Owen Tyler Law. Nicholas Valentino Leonardo. Robert Matthew Letwins. Dean Joseph Levanto. Vincent Anthony Liberatore. Benjamin Michael Lieberman. Weston Rodney Lippold. Nicole Jacqueline Lasovi. Olivia Louise Lustro. Sean Campbell McTavish. Caroline Elizabeth Malandrucolo. Jalen E. Maldonado. Connor William Malloy. Olivia Marcantonio. Lexi Tana Marcarelli. Robert P. Margiata. Joseph Carmine Mariani. Miles Marlowe. Kevin Charles Martin. Lindsay Ann Mazzucco. Thomas J. McAlley. Tanner James McAuliffe. Elena Elizabeth McCarville. Taylor Morgan McCourt. Ian Connor McDonald. Brendan Patrick McIntyre. John Joseph McLaughlin. Carlos A. Medina. Crystal Elizabeth Mahia. Mason Taylor Melchior. Andrew Menzel. Gabriela Michelle Marino. Jordan Nicholas Messina. Emily Ann Mayer. Ethan Edward Meyer. Jessica Michelle Migliero. Anthony Joseph Miliani. Caitlin Nicole Miller. Riley Ann Miller. Nicholas Aiden Monfredo. Gabriella Marie Monteforti. Joseph Gerard Mirando. Connor James Mordecai. Joshua Marone. Thomas Joseph Moss. Connor McDonald McRow. Connor Hayes Newman. Sebastian Diego Navarro. Emily M. Nearing, Carl Hilmer Matthias Netzel, Hamong Mai Wen. Hamong Mai Wen is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is a recipient of the Edward J. Scanelli Prize. Fodla Breed Ni Branyan. Vincent J. Nicosia. Cameron James McDonough. Jacob Ryan Noyes. John Michael Nolte. Benjamin Frost Olmsted. Peter Adam Opalka. Samuel Zaber London Osborne. Haley Elizabeth Oswald. Sarah Ann Ottamanelli. Anastasia Papathanasio. Aiden Mikhail Pasquin. Dhruvi Patel. Rafe Vincent Patron. Jonathan Reed Pikus. Davis Pennington. Alexander Joseph Berconti. Luke Matthew Paragout. Joseph Edwin Peterson. Logan Thomas Petridas. Matthew James Pisani. Lucia Pompeo. Madison Rachel Poole. John Howard Potter. Andrew Richard Priori. Ali Mikhail Kizelbosh. Brendan Michael Quinn. Casey Patrick Raff. Isabella Juliet Rao. Jasmine Joy Racinos. Jasmine Joy Racinos is the recipient of the Edward J. Scanelli Prize. Timothy G. Rabadanero. Alexander William Ringos. Axel B. Risland. Owen Christopher Murray. Justin Timothy Robert. Mason Oak. Evan Max Minor. Connor John McCormick. Dylan Robles. Caitlin Elise Vazella. Julia Page Rogers. Rachel Ann Roman. Gianni Carlo Rotella. Evan Stephen Rontos. Jake Richard Russo. Megan Rose Ryan. Juliana Rose Sarbieski. Gennaro Anthony Savino. Thomas Joshua Scalia. Michael Thomas Schaefer. Justin Thomas Schaefer. Leah Kristen Scorpio. Drew Seguro. Joseph Joffa Seinfeld. Dante Sina. Adam Charles Silver. Caden Michael Slifko. Alexa Rose Smith. Colin Michael Smith. Kaylee Ann Smith. Jack Spencer Solomon. Ryan Thomas Solomon. Elena Michelle Spangle. Zachary John Sperry. Madison Elizabeth Steele. Ethan Steyer. Luca Dominic Utolo. Maxwell Brian Still and his dog Veda. David A. Stokes. Kenneth John Streeter. Michael Stanley Surozensky. Bennett Robert Swinnerton. Jirig Sila. Samuel Ethan Taylor. Natalie Grace Tempesta. Kyriakos T. Tatonis. Miles Thompson. Joshua Patrick Thurman. Aaron Tiedemann. Ava Luis Tonati. Eva Topetsky. Nicole Ann Tupin. Khadija Lufia Lulisi. Andre Tungo. Mason Olsch. Sandhya Vaikantam. Dylan A. Vanos. Michaela Varde. Michael Verone. David Shame Virgilius. Jorge Andres Vives. Julia Ann Voinov. Michaela Marie Walsh. Michaela Marie Walsh is the recipient of the Entrepreneurship Student Achievement Award. Justin Thomas Warren. Devin Marlene Wilkins. Katie Emma Williver. Sabrina Emily Wadilla. Ashlyn Cassidy Wolf. Andrew Woodbine. Gabe Wright. Calvin Samir Yane. Angela Isabella Zazzarino. Dion Zuta.
I ask the candidates to rise for the degree of the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Science.
Thank you, Dean Rader. It's my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
We now present the candidates for the degree of Master of Science from the School of Business. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Accounting please approach the stage? Chloe Elizabeth Ashmont. Justin Bertha. Jennifer I. Carroll. Kyle P. Dowling. Jack R. Higgins. Jack R. Higgins is the recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Accounting. Kelsey F. Layton. Brett James McInerney. Joshvant Patel. Aaron Renee Schnall. Nicholas Anthony Zito. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Business Analytics please approach the stage? Gabriella N. Abreu. Donovan Brown. Jasmine Kaylee Cherry. Amith K. Dandanamaikla. Joseph P. Decker. Thurman R. Deming. Mason A. Golack. Joseph Gonsalves. Gregory Vincent Michelson. Cameron Mitchell Morosky. Cameron Mitchell Morosky is the recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Business Analytics. Guglielmo Moyo. Sebastian Charles Muller. Dominic James Pascarelli. Kanchayani Patpelawar. William Andrew Reagan. Megan Elizabeth Rittenhouse. Shubham Balashahib Tambe. Muria Virajanyani. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Organizational Leadership please approach the stage? Jasmine I. Alicia. Edith Annie Benesty. Catherine M. Bonet. Catherine M. Bonet is the recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Organizational Leadership. John Paul Carroll. Tony Correa. And coming onto the stage now, Nicole M. Sear. Natalie Christine Febre. Sarah DeFreitas. Michelle Lee De Jesus. Leonard F. Delavecchio. David Nicholas DeRoche. Oleri Inoha DK. Miley Prima Gardner. Kelsey J. Hall. Samantha Haynes. Ashley Ann McClellan Higgins. Patricia Mincello. DeAndre Pierce. Michael Anthony Scarponi. Madison Brooks Ski. Caitlin Ann Surratt. Carolyn Venn.
Trying to figure out where I am. Okay. We'll give them a moment to get back. I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree Masters of Science.
Thank you, Dean Rader. It's my privilege, by the power vested in me from the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Professional Master of Business Administration please approach the stage, starting with Professional MBA. Naeem Ahmed. Adam Nicholas Anderson. Devin P. Anderson. Mayra Batista Blakely. Shayla Marie Baruso Williams. Rashad A. Campbell. Andrew James Costello. Sarah Patricia D. Benedito. Bruna Kirigenko Jarrell. Irani El Maslari. Stacy M. Esposito. Thierry Daniel Fowlis. Sean Michael Fenja. Megan Ann Gold. Charlotte June Hillary. Aaron Johnson. Melissa Ashley Kosis. Xiomara McNabb. Noel Najera Farfan. Nicole Najera Farfan. Justin Nolan McNeely. Alexander Matthew Osa. Paige Lee Parody. John Matthew Potke. Austin K. Powers. Crystal Felicia Riley. Clarissa Jade Rivera. Kevin Rose. Vivian Santos. Matthew Peter Struzzi. Mark E. Turchak. Kristen Allison Williams. Next, we have Masters in Business Administration. Khadija Abdullah. Kike Adutula. Sarah A. Almeida. Abigail Elizabeth Alpert. Alexander P. Amendola. Alexander P. Amendola's degree will be presented by his father, Quinnipiac trustee and alumnus, Brent Amendola. Maya Joy Antonelli. Bailey Appia. Jake James Armstrong. Justin L. Barth. Robert Farberov. Samaya Y. Barton Fauché. Alexa Katerina Benaham. Fabiola Marie Benitez Martinez. Grace Abby Bisgeyer. Brian Christopher Brennan. Matthew Stephen Beckwald. Jason O. Bupp. Finian Thomas Carlson. Julia Page Capalbo. Christopher Michael Carlucci. Jacob R. Cedar. Brianna O. Chalupa. Jennifer E. Coleman. Mackenzie Drew Connors. Rosario Constantino. Grace Catherine Corfield. Michaela Ann Cowing. Megan Rose Cressetto. Nakia Dako. Aiden S. DeBaze. Isabella Catherine Dela Cruz. Alexis Damasio. Brian P. D'Esposito. Sophia Josephine Devlin. Bethany Angela Dillon. Lisa Doan. Victoria Nicole Donnelly. Kendall Jane Cooper. Jenna Lynn Donahue. Kaylee Marie Doyle. Dante M. Esposito. Rachel Christine Fiennes. Jaden Elise Fleischhacker. Brian Thomas Florkowski. Victoria Ann Foster. Elena Giacomini. Alyssa Megan Finkel. Kelsey Grace Slayton. Nolan Michael Gava. Alexander M. Frazier. Caroline Ann Godbout. Maxwell Goldfluss. Emmeline O. Gustafson. Carly Ann Griega. Ryan Patrick Horgan. Alexander Vito Umbro. Levente Giorgi. Zachary Michael Hammond. Haley Noel Hartline. Zachary R. Harvey. Robert Joseph Henry. Julia Simons Holleran. Anastasia Napert Hoel. Dominic Winter Iannone. Robert J. Jata. Lauren Alexandra Jerem. Cole Johnson. John Roger Ludinia. Brandon Charles Kaufman. Ross Thomas Kulaga. Megan Brooke Kogan. Ariana Carolyn Korb. Emily Ann Kreis. Sophia Clementine Kwiatkowski. Justin Noel Lowecki. Yasha Alexander Laskin. Josh Levike. Isabel Sadie Levine. Demencio Bellini Mencini. Gibran I. Rahman. Jordan Douglas McCall. Alexander Mochalov. Zachary N. McNamara. Haley Alyssa Morgan. Arity Eliza Morrison. Gina Marie Maniscalco. Eldon Merkolik. Ariana Jade Newth. Ariana Jade Newth is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Business Administration. Joseph Matthew Nuzzo. Daniel James O'Sullivan. Trevor Ryan Mowry. Fatima Farouk Mohammed. Cooper M. Moore. Aaron Brandon Bollinger. Paul T. Otieno. Ariana Marie Palagrudo. Ariadne Eleftheria Papadakis. Karina Grace Pazanis. Marcia Vienda Pierre. Giovanni Antonio Pistilli. Victoria Elizabeth Pizzell.
There's no Michael in my name, it's just Michaela Poker.
Michaela Poquat. Brianna Rose Pauletti. Isabella Rose Pistone. Ryan John Preby. Teresa Marie Quincy. Zachary Reeves Rockowitz. Seta Laura Rua. Grant Shane Pearsall. Sophia Marie Urban. Catherine Victoria Stockdale. Madison Rachel Samaskevich. Emma Alexandra Rutley. Caitlin Elizabeth Solaris. Ashley Rose Yusevich. Lisa Marie Shahada. Jessica Eileen Ramos. Ria Rana. Bernardino Peter Ravolo. Michael Aaron St. Germain. Omar Sad. Andrew Richard Sexton. Julia Mary Sicoli. Olivia Menard Sirocco. Madison Elizabeth Stack. Nicole Teresa Stout. Brandon B-Dog Toro. Isabella Faith Torres. Emma Lynn Trembone. Thomas Kevin Valentino. Patrick Valetsky. Daniel Velick. Christina Rose Vocaturo. Terrence Wilder Jr. Justin Anthony Wilson. Gabrielle Amelia Yanatelli. Natasha Lily Yates. Anthony G. Zampino. Joshua Jang. Fuji Jang. And last but not least, Jack Williams Zrebeck.
Thank you.
I ask the candidates for the degree of the MBA to please rise. It's MBA and PMBA. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree of Masters of Business Administration and Professional Masters of Business Administration.
Thank you, Dean Rader. It is my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Professional Masters of Business Administration and, well, one or the other, Master of Business Administration. Congratulations.
Exactly. Right? Can we have a final round of, or it won't be our final, but another round of applause for all of our graduates from the School of Business. It is now, as we head into the final moments of our ceremony, my privilege to introduce Paul Calamita. Paul is a Quinnipiac alum and president of our Alumni Board, Association Board.
Thank you, and wow, what an amazing graduating class. I can officially say also, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It is my pleasure to be here with you today as a past graduate of Quinnipiac University, but also as the president of the Alumni Association. And today is a momentous occasion, and I'm thrilled to welcome you into the next chapter of your Quinnipiac journey. And I'd like to take a quick moment to also recognize the Quinnipiac alumni who are here with us today as proud family members of the class of 2025. If you could stand or raise your hand, I'd like you to be recognized, please. Alumni as a proud parent, sibling, or relative. Congratulations, congratulations. I see a lot of them out there. I know with your love and support, you really helped make this day happen, so outstanding. Now, graduates, I ask you to rise if you are able. It's time for a tradition that marks this incredible milestone. I invite you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. With this simple motion, you officially transition from student to alumnus, joining a global network of Bobcats who will always be here to support and celebrate you. Remember, this is not a goodbye. It's just the beginning of your lifelong connection with Quinnipiac. And wherever life takes you, remember, you are a Bobcat for life. So, ladies and gentlemen, how about we give it up one more time for this amazing class of graduates and alumni. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it.
All right, thank you, Paul. As we conclude today's ceremony, the platform party will recess to the rear of the quad, followed by the faculty and the graduates. Please remain at your seats until the recessional concludes. You're then invited to join us at the rear of the quad for a post-ceremony reception. So on behalf of President Olean, the deans, and faculty and staff of Quinnipiac University, I again offer my congratulations to the class of 2025. For those who are able, please stand for the recessional. And just so you know, the song that we're recessing to was overwhelmingly voted on by this graduating class.